And these are the 9 main igneous rocks. And you can see they have some patterns. We talked about the top ones all have big crystals, big grains, and we call that coarse. The ones in the middle have small crystals, they are fine. And the bottom, we have this shiny one, it's glassy. And these two have holes, so they're porous. And then we learned about magma on Tuesday. This pinkish color that we see is called granitic magma. The gray color is called andesitic. And the dark color is called basaltic. Those are the main types of magma. So what I want to do is take you through, I'm going to do 5 of the rocks today. We're going to tell you the name of the rock, and then I'll tell you what the rock is used for, just like we did with minerals, the name of the mineral and what it is used for. So our first one today is the top corner, probably the most important of the igneous rocks. We just learned that it is coarse grained, rough, slow, underground, intrusive. It comes from the pinkish magma granitic, and its name is granite. Oh, look how that matches. Granitic magma that is coarse, that cools slow, forms the rock granite. What do we use granite for? We use it to build stuff. Granite is strong. It has quartz, which has a hardness of 7, the hardest common mineral. And so we use it for tiles and countertops. Granite is also, remember, our continental crust. And we look at Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. It is a granite mountain that they carved those faces into. Very strong stone, easy to carve. This rock over here, instead of being coarse, this one is fine. Instead of being light colored magma, this one is dark colored magma. And its name, oh, look at that, fine grained, basaltic, and its name is basalt. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so the light colored ones got granite, the dark colored ones, basalt. Now, basalt cools above ground. It comes out of volcanoes, lava flows, and it's a very dark rock. It's rich in iron, metallic, and so we use it to fill in the gaps in railroad tracks. We use it to make something called asphalt. That's what we pave roads with. So basalt is used to make the roads that we drive on. And there you can see in Hawaii, that's all basalt that comes out of the volcano. So we have a lot of this rock. We can get as much basalt as we need. It also makes up, remember, the ocean floor. The ocean crust looks like this, except under lots of water. So its texture is glassy, and it also is light colored magma, and that's the weird part, right? It's in this column, so it's pink, pink, and this rock was supposed to be pink. The only reason it's not is because it cooled too fast. It shot out of the volcano, and it cooled in less than a second in the air, and it did not have time to grow the pink feldspar crystals. So it stays black instead. And its name is obsidian. Now you can see some of it, when it does cool a little slower, it turns almost a reddish color. So this one cooled slower than this one. This is what it mostly looks like when we find it. And it's very sharp. It has sharp edges. And the Native Americans, the indigenous people, used it for knives and for arrowheads because of how sharp and strong it is. It's very strong, like granite, because it's got the same minerals in it. Obsidian. It's also used for jewelry because of how pretty it is. Gabbro. Okay, we see our pattern, right? Coarse, coarse, big crystals. Basaltic, basaltic. So this one is dark and rough, dark and rough. And its name is gabbro. Now, gabbro, other than being used for things like tiles, just like granite for countertops, gabbro is an important rock because if we find it, if we see it, and we keep digging deep in the ground underneath gabbro, we usually find important metals, things like copper, which we use all over for electronics in all of our cords. Platinum is another expensive metal that we usually find near gabbro. So gabbro tells us, keep digging, go more in the ground, you will find good metals if you go there. And this right here is one of the world's biggest copper mines. They dig down and they find the metal copper in the ground. This is pumice. Some of you might have heard of pumice before. It's the one that comes out of the big volcanoes that are on the ring of fire. They shoot out a lot of this rock around the Pacific Ocean. So this one also is glassy, even though it's not shiny. Remember, it cools very fast. All three of these cool really, really fast. And it's the gas that shoots out that leaves the holes in the rock. And so this one is, oh, it's our first one we've had that's andesitic, gray. And we've got pink, gray, and black. We got coarse, fine, and glassy. Okay, this rock once again is called pumice. Pumice, there you can see the big holes in it. When I have kids in class, they usually say it feels like foam, like styrofoam, like a sponge. In fact, this is the rock that can float in water if it's got enough gas pockets in it. And we use pumice stone. It's scratchy. And so we can use it in a shower. It does something called exfoliation, which removes dirt from your pores, actually kind of scrapes away the dead skin cells that are on you. So it's this is called a pumice stone, and it's used to scratch or clean. Granite.
Granite.
Thank you. Gabbro.
Gabbro.
Basalt.
Basalt.
Salt.
Thank you. Obsidian.
Obsidian.
Oh, nice job. Pumice.
Pumice.
All right, let's do them one more time fast. Ready? Granite.
Granite.
Gabbro.
Gabbro.
Basalt.
Basalt.
Obsidian.
Obsidian.
Pumice.
Pumice.
We'll do the next 4 rocks tomorrow. You guys have a wonderful day. If you did not do the 5 questions yesterday, go on Canvas and do the questions, please.